What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back with another video talking about weight loss, talking about the fact that you cannot spot reduce fat. And I know this might seem obvious for a lot of you guys, but I get a lot of comments. Recently I've been showing my transformation, my updates, overall my body as it went from beginner, intermediate, and now more towards advanced, and the physique changes. And one thing that a lot of people will know correctly is that I tend to store my fat around kind of the love handle area, right? And everyone is different. So some individuals, they'll kind of sort around maybe the front, maybe the back, maybe the love handles like me, maybe their lower body, maybe their arms. Whatever the case might be, they store fat in a certain area. And they'll say like, oh man, like Omar, why do you still have that fat? Like just do some more ab exercises. That's how you're gonna spot reduce, or that's how it's gonna go away. And it doesn't work like that. Let me just break down. Essentially, your body determines where it holds onto body fat. You have visceral, you have subcutaneous fat. So you have fat essentially underneath the skin, and then you have fat around the internal organs. And essentially, your body will determine where you lose fat. You cannot influence this. You might think to yourself, you know what, man, like I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I need that six-pack, everywhere else is cut. I just gotta do some abs and it's gonna go away. It doesn't work that way. Your hormones, your body, your genetics determine that. And so most people will have that lagging area, right? Women are different than guys, but for most guys, it tends to be around the stomach area. Women, it could be kind of around the stomach, maybe more lower body. I could say for myself, when it comes to reducing body fat, the first thing that gets lean automatically, my lower body gets very lean, then it'll be my upper back, then I'll start to be kind of the front, the abs, and then move towards kind of the outside area. And I'll try and put up a photo when I was only about a low 150s and I was quite lean. I was definitely sub 10% body fat, maybe approaching 8%, something like that. But you can still see I had a little bit of fat around my love handles. That's just the area that I hold on to my fat. And the only solution in order to get rid of that is to get even leaner. And as of yet, I've not achieved that level of leanness, that like, let's call it stage ready leanness, where you'd see every single portion of my body is that lean. And why? Because honestly, there is a give and take. As you get leaner, it becomes harder to maintain that muscle mass, your strength, you risk losing a lot of your gains. So it's kind of a cost versus benefit analysis. And so for myself, I decided to get pretty damn lean. I like how I look, and then go from there. But just to break it down, like people talk about, oh, like, do leg raises and your lower abs are gonna get toned. Dude, it doesn't work that way. You have your rectus abdominis, you have your internal, external obliques, and you can't just go like, oh, I'm gonna work this one particular area and then it's just gonna like magically reduce the fat. How it actually works, and what is true, and what I do wanna say, is that while you can't spot reduce fat, muscle gives you a frame, all right? If you're one of those skinny dudes that just, when you take your shirt off and you're like lean but you don't have abs, that's because you don't have the ab muscles. And I've talked about this before, and that does happen. So if you're just starting out, you are lean and you're wondering why you don't have a six-pack despite being very lean, it could simply be because you've not built up those muscles, and that comes with time. So yes, muscle gives you the framework. So when we talk about the upper body, we talk about the back, like the back's looking lean. That's because your muscle gives you that definition. So when you look at it, you look like you have shape and symmetry. Without muscle, it kind of just looks like a flat, physique, let's call it. So you have that upper body, you got lower body, same idea, where you see the insertions, you see the hamstrings, the quads, everything, the teardrop, your VMOs growing, all that good stuff. The same idea applies, however, when it comes to your abs, right? When it comes to the last area to go. When people talk about love handles or back area fat, it's not like suddenly if you did a bunch of back extensions that your back fat's gonna suddenly go away and transform into muscle. It does not work that way. So every individual is unique. We've had a lot of people on YouTube, natural athletes and whatnot, will see the transformations, and usually there's kind of one area that will stand out, like, that's the last area to go. And it depends upon the person. The best thing that honestly you could do, stress is not a good contributor, not a good factor when it comes to trying to lose weight. It's not to stress out over it, it's just to maintain the course and reduce overall body fat, and then your body determines where that fat comes from, where it goes. Like, so if you want to lose weight, it'll determine where it comes from and therefore where it disappears. So it's up to your body, it's not up to you. Just stay the course. Understand, like I've said before, the first time you try and achieve the physique that you want, the ideal that you have in your head, you might not achieve that, and that's totally fine, right? You want to have realistic goals. Come back again next time and get even leaner, look even better. And I can say for myself, like if you look at my starting photo when I first started lifting, I was once again lean. I wasn't fat, but I had no definition. I once again had that love handle area. And gradually over time, I've been able to build more muscle, and I've been able to get even leaner. So it's just a process that you gotta go through. But I wanna reiterate that for everyone out there. Constantly there's so many new people subscribing to the channel, watching videos and whatnot. I don't wanna perpetuate myths. I don't wanna see that going around. So I just wanna say, Unfortunately, trust me, we all would love it, you can't spot reduced fat. That's essentially the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I have one final announcement. If you are looking to further your education, your knowledge, right, you want to increase what you know when it comes to lifting, then I highly recommend I partnered up with the NASM. That's the National Academy of Sports Medicine. Their online training certification you can get when you're in the US. They have a free online 2-week trial, myusatrainer.com/Omar. Again, if you're looking, you want to equip yourself with that knowledge, you kind of want to not make the same bro mistakes and all this shit where people will say, and honestly it makes no sense whatsoever. I looked at their curriculum. It's better than the curriculum I had to take when I was a personal trainer and I had to get certifications. So if you're interested in learning more, they have that free online 2-week trial. A link is in the description. That's all the time we have. If you like the video, make sure to like the damn video. And remember, it's all about that sturdy method. Put it in the time, reaping the rewards, and then eventually you will get what you want, but you have to be patient with it. That's it, guys. That's the video, and I'll be seeing all of you, my rascals, in that next video. Peace!